welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Utes will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense will have the football first. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
Back to pass, it's Fowler Nicolosi. That's reeled in, it's Broussard. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. This is why Rice-Eccles is one of the toughest places to play in all the country. Try to get your third down conversion in the midst of this. Makes the grab. It's Broussard. Across the 25. He's got room. Touchdown, Cougars. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the gun, the ground game. He has the first and still on his feet. Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on first down from the 44. All right, guys, let's take a beat here and think about Utah. They've climbed into the top 25. Nothing has been given to these guys, but they're quickly becoming a problem for everybody else.
Well, they are, and they earned that number beside their name. They've played really, really well. The question is, now can you keep it? David, how many times in the past have we seen a team outside the top 25 finally get ranked and then get blown out the very next week?
And there's not a lot of difference between 25 and 45. A lot of times, so many people close together. So earn that ranking and try to keep climbing.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. trying to pick up a first down. To the air, it's Isaac. Firing to the right, complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Utes are flying down the field. They'll try the left side. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. The Utes have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running behind that left side. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, I love when offenses are not afraid to run the football consecutive times in a row or multiple times in a row. I know everybody wants to air it out, but, man, getting that ground game established, making those linebackers and safeties come up and know that we're going to run the football, I like the way they started this football game.
It's complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. And the Utes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Looking for the score. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. That is a costly mistake as the penalty wipes the touchdown off the board. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Calls his own number. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out more speed.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. And the field goal unit is on the field. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Working on the right. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Working that left side. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Broussard. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. 2nd down coming up. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean? Now it means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. And they decide to trot out the kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. They're up by a touchdown here in the first. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Army is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Blanchard and Davis and Dawkins among the legends to wear that uniform. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTSA.
The give out of the gun.
We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Parker. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and Houston has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Looking to throw, it's Isaac. Got it behind the line. It's Parker. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Houston offense once again. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down in the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. There he goes. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down.
But how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. unloads it left. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
To throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Fires to the wideout. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Houston will be forced to punt. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And this set her down. Started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking for room, it's Ford. Shakes off the defender. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting...
Breaks into the open. He's got it up. It'll be a first down. They've got it up to 12. And the Utes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Utah! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
That's why, as a defense, you have to gang tackle this guy. You've got to bring multiple bodies to the party because he's just way too strong of a runner. It's too hard to tackle this guy one-on-one, David.
And how about the running back, man? That's a grown man. Like, you could tell, once he gets his feet moving, he is hard to bring down, breaking tackles, making plays. This is a guy that doesn't need a great offensive line because he continues to make plays even when they're not there to be made.
And right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
There's the pressure. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains, they were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets the job done, picking up the first down and getting down.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Looking for room. It's Parker. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield just like right there and create a TFL.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
To the ground with the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pressure coming. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Give to the back. Makes the play in the backfield again, and the defense can use a timeout and get the ball back here. Houston will be forced to punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. He'll field the punt and take it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll go to the ground. Got the first down and more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That gives them a 16-10 lead. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Salt Lake City. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows at Rice-Eccles Stadium.
Just about set to start the second half. Houston will kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes. Him at the 16. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. To the air. It's Isaac. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, what a cut! This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. At midfield, he's got room. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lost to fire on second down. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. The mighty Utah student section He's looking downfield to throw. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's caught inside the 15. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up, first drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll ride the hot hand. Makes it past the marker. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And the Utes have it with a 1st and 10. On the run, it's Green. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to throw. It's Isaac. It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Winfield. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. So important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
The Utes pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Give him 109 yards on the ground so far in this one, and he is closing in on that 1,000-yard mark. And the Utes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is.
Intentional grounding.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Isaac. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. And they've regained the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Miami of Ohio is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Ohio. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hold it. Finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. The Cougars want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Finds a man all alone. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Trying play action. Quarterback now on the run. Still looking. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
You don't get very many opportunities to finish the play with a quarterback. A lot of times they're protected so well nowadays, but when he's a ball carrier, it's fair game, and what a great job.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sanford. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And he's going to bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking for space. It's Parker. Turning it on! The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Utes! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing. Rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, He just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
They'll line up to go for 2. Back to throw, it's Isaac. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion.
I like it. Nice execution. Catch the football. Get it out of your hand. Nice rhythm, nice timing for that 2-point conversion.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the counter. Fights off the defender. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Under fire. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Caught in the backfield, it's Sanford. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Utah has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Dropping back, it's Isaac. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in this stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Grab near the marker. It's Winfield. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the Utes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. From the red zone, looking for a man. And into the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Utes trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Zings it complete to the right. trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap.
He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Now on the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute things.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The give from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Dropping back, it's Isaac. Sets up the screen. Plows through the defense. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utes are moving quickly down the field. They march to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete on the right side. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. On the run, it's 4. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the ground to try to move the chains. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
And you hear people talk about the 4-minute offense all the time in football. What does that mean? That means you're getting first downs, running the clock, and just right now physically dominating up front. Nice job by this offense.
Dropping back, it's Isaac. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And how about this offensive line? Third and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the fourth quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
And the Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo, and you're seeing them now go hurry up.
Looking for a man. It's Fowler Nicolosi. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Thomas. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Houston going up tempo. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly complete. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They just keep firing. Finds his big tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Sanford. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He leaves it with his back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Touchdown, Cougars! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass, it's Isaac. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the sticks, it's Winfield. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will